Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Name's Andrew Cox. That's right, Cox. You may know me. Today on Press Start, we're going to be taking a trip up to a place called the Airlock to play Battletech Firestorm.
And welcome to Press Start. Recently we went to this really cool place called Airlock in Kirkland, Washington.
We ended up going up there to play on something called a pod. There are only about 160 assembled. They have a game based on the Battletech universe called Battletech Firestorm.
It was really cool. You just have to see the footage. I mean, it's Howard, Andrew, and I, and a couple of our friends just got together. We went to this place and we had a great time. Check it out.
Massive heads-up displays, everything's set up. It's like a full simulator for a mech. Let's go to the film.
Hi, here we are playing. Hold on, I gotta change my thing here. We are playing Battletech, and there are lots of shooty things. And lots of craziness going on. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, double kill, bitches! I'll take it. Give me some damn M&Ms.
Damn it, flush. Flush, damn you, flush.
Oh, I just killed you, Howard!
I'm hunting Cassie. Shut him down!
Run away! Run away!
Shit!
Oh, what's that, Andrew? What's that? What's that?
60 seconds.
No, not 60 seconds to kill Andrew!
Fuck yeah! Yeah, run, bitch. Oh, shit. Cassie, you don't want to not walk around in front of my rockets.
You killed me right at the death times. That was so cool.
I had an absolute blast. If I lived really close to that place, I would probably never leave unless they made me.
It was kind of pricey, but if you have like a birthday party or a gathering of friends, you just want to go down and have some awesome fun times, it was really, really cool.
They have 8 of those pods networked. As you can see, we have them pretty much filled up. And everybody gets to join into the game and basically talk trash through the walls at each other.
And you might be wondering what were those pieces of paper that we were referencing. I kept mine,
yeah.
So hold on just a second. These are score sheets, and you get them after every single match. The match is about 10 minutes long. Actually exactly 10 minutes long. And throughout the match, it shows you exactly who you killed and how many kills you had, how many deaths, and who killed you, and also what your point score was. But the coolest thing in the entire world.
Makes you feel like a real hero.
I just have to just say this is the coolest one. Tragedy strikes Andrew 2 as Cassie guns the Shadow Cat down.
Basically, it'll list what your mech that you were riding in was and your call sign, and it details out when you damage or destroy an opponent, and it puts it in very creative and interesting ways, so you can get out there and really rub it into your friends' faces afterwards.
Yeah,
which she did.
I did, many times. So what was a little bit frustrating, though, was when we added all of the different layers onto it. I think like when we first played it, I had never played anything like this before. I'd never operated anything with my feet and hands. Video game wise, I ride a motorcycle, so I think I'd be used to that. But
a little bit different though.
But it's totally different. I mean,
7,500 tons.
Right, and it was a little slow, and then they turned on.
Yeah,
what is that called?
They have a couple of different types of controls. Obviously, with a giant walking tank as a mech, you have legs and you have the upper torso. Now you can have several different types of control schemes, as you can see here. One of the things that they added on is the advanced control scheme, which allows you to independently rotate your torso as opposed to the relation of your legs. So you're controlling the throttle forward and backwards, then you've got the foot pedals, which are allowing you to turn your legs in certain directions, and then of course the joystick controls the top of it so you can, say, wander around the backside while keeping your weapons trained on someone. Terribly interesting, and it was a little bit difficult for some people to get accustomed to.
See, I can do this in real life.
Yeah, but it wasn't turning out quite so good in-game.
No, I found myself in weird lands where I'm just like facing against a wall, but my guns were shooting in a different direction.
Or worse yet, when we had a map that had lava on it.
Oh my gosh, that was so hard because we had the heat turned on.
Yeah.
And when you have lava and the heat turned on, it was the obligatory lava level.
Yeah.
It was crazy because you're overheating and you have to press the little coolant thing, but then your coolant would run out.
If you've ever played a Battletech game, you know that it has tons and tons of rules encompassing different facets of the game. And of course the heat rules is you're using laser weapons, you have a giant machine that you're operating on, so it can overheat, and when that happens, you shut down. Basically, you go like that. And you're completely vulnerable to fire, which means every time that you're firing your weapon, that's building up to the point, so you need to, of course, wait for it to cool down or flush coolant through the system. It's very, very in-depth. It's got quite a bit of tactical significance, which is why they didn't turn it on until one of the last games that we had. So basically, the entirety of that game was everybody firing a ton of weapons and then shutting down. And then firing a ton of weapons and then shutting down and then exploding.
Great tip though is Howard managed to beat all of us because he got this huge machine and had super shieldy powers.
It was about 100 tons, one of the largest that they make, and it had a ridiculous amount of armor. So all of us in the smaller machines could pick at him and pick at him and pick at him, and then we'd probably end up getting blown up before we were able to take him down.
Overheating, because we'd be overheating, we'd be sitting there in lava pits,
He'd
and
overheat,
then he'd go,
and we couldn't kill him.
Dead.
Ridiculous. So if you go there and play, either pick a giant one yourself or try and get people to stay away from them. Tell them that they're crappy or something like that. Use skullduggery if you need to, but keep them off of the Kodiak.
Something that we did find also, Andrew, that you were really good at was picking the really small vehicles.
Yeah, mobility.
And you have, what was it, jump
jets.
Jump jets.
Yes, which allow you to fly in this giant walking tank.
Yeah, so you're like walking and shooting, but what was cool about those, and I thought it was cool even though I didn't have one, is that I was looking out and he was running around me, like shooting. He was like, I got you,
About half height.
Oh, it's hilarious.
And then I just fly past her, put a couple of shots into her rear. It was fantastic.
Yes.